All right. So this is how I edit videos with Davinci Resolve for the Alcon Ngenuity 3D system. So let's go ahead. We don't want to download the new one. So the first thing we're going to do, and I've already dropped some files over, is I want to drop some files, some surgical videos over into the timeline. So let's look here. I've downloaded these to my Mac. Let's go with the most recent surgical day, February 24th. And we can go ahead and do this change project frame rate. What this is going to do is it's actually going to change our project frame rate to 30 frames per second. If we go down here to settings, see if we can get settings. Let me just go out of go into this, and then I can go here to settings, and we can see here 30 frames per second, which is what I've got my Ngenuity set to record to. Now, the first thing for a 3D video is we want to go in here to settings, and we want to change this to custom. And this is going to be 3840 by 1080, and then save it here. That's going to create this nice widescreen format that you can see here. Now, I have a Davinci Resolve speed editor, which I absolutely love, and sometimes I have not charged the speed editor. I can check my settings here. Actually, I can tell you right now, it is not charged. So we'll do it without the speed editor. That's fine. All right, so I will go in here into the cut page. So we have the media page, the cut page, the edit page. I'll use the edit page to drop my files into this master collection, and then I'll go to the cut page. And if I have my speed editor here charged up and running, then I will actually use it, but I don't have that today. So I'll go ahead and pop this open here, and I'll do a quick run through and just see what am I doing in this case. So this looks like it's a vitrectomy for floaters. That's fine. So we'll go in here, and I'm going to basically go and try and drag this and find my first spot that I want to go in at. Now I'm going to go ahead, actually I'll use this page for my speed editor, but actually I'm going to go ahead and use this page here for my non-speed editor. So I want to go ahead and drag this over, and we're going to go with a little bit of I'm going to let this play. I'm going to hit my space bar. I'm going to say, I'm going to hit an I, that's in, and then I'm going to go out. And I hit function F12, and that's going to insert that little clip right in there. Come back up here. I'm going to hit space again, let it play a little bit more. We can go a little faster here. I can go in. Let's go in and out. And function F12, we can hit space bar there. Back up here. Let's go ahead and play this. Go a little faster. Hitting L, K, and J here. Oh, I like this. So this just is going to show how I use these color channels. It's a little bit off here, so I'm going to want to basically narrate over this. So you'll see here, switching my color channels. I don't think I like that. I think I go to the more natural one here. Actually, I do. I like that. I'll go ahead and stick with that. Let's go there. And actually what I'll do is I'll just do a little dragging. You can drag through this here. Let's just show putting the infusion in. Good. And checking it. Hitting it, function F12. Getting our biome lined up. And then here we go. Now we're in with our cutter. And once again, I'm just going in and out I. And then I'll go O, function F12. Drag it around here a little bit more. We're doing our core vitrectomy. Not a very exciting case, but we'll just show a little bit more core vitrectomy here. Just basically doing this to show how to do the edit. Function F12. Now, because the patient is phakic, we're going to switch hands. And we'll show a little bit of left-handed vitrectomy, kind of getting superiorly here. And going over here temporally, a little bit of an in, and then we'll go out. Just kind of editing however would show our story. Now, we always like to do a depressed examination at the end of the case, so I always like to show that and emphasize that. Especially important when doing vitrectomy for floaters, because you'd be surprised how many times you find a tear. And because these patients are really good functioning, well-seeing patients, we absolutely do not want them to have a detachment postoperatively. So 360-degree depressed examination afterwards. And then it's always nice to kind of show these cannulas coming out, which is so easy. I mean, 25 gauge surgery is fantastic. Little some conjunctival hemorrhage here, but man, look at how those seal up. Just really, really great. And then we'll show that infusion line coming out here. Actually, we don't have to show the infusion line coming out. We can just basically show the finished product here. I'm hitting the space bar to play. And there we are, done. All right, now we have that edited, but we have to do a couple of extra things. So the first thing then that I like to do is add a voiceover. So we're gonna go down here to our Fairlight tab, okay? Now, I think I'll be able to do this, but I might not be able to do it. Let me go back here and make sure I'm right at the start here, and we'll go back to our Fairlight. And we're going to go in here, and the first thing we want to do is we want to go to Input, and choose our microphone and patch it through, okay? So now it's patched through to our input, and then we want to actually arm for record and let Davinci Resolve have the microphone. You're going to hear a little bit of an echo. I'll mute this. Okay, so now what I can do is I can go ahead and go view, and I think it will actually show my surgery as I'm going ahead and doing it. Let me pop this out, actually, floating window. Yeah, I like to pop that out and get a viewer down here. And now I can go in and I can record. So this is a vitrectomy for vitreous floaters. This is a phakic patient, which is an unusual patient for me to actually, do, but we'll do them on occasion. My color hue was off when I started out, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to a more natural hue. One of the beauties of Ngenuity is actually being able to change that color hue on the fly. We do have the tissue enhancement mode here. I don't love that for the outside of the eye, but it's good for inside the eye, where we just get a good crisp view of the retina. This patient already had a posterior vitreous separation, so we're doing a nice peripheral vitrectomy. I do like to kind of back off on how aggressive I am with my inferior vitreous removal, because if we cause an inferior break in a phakic patient like this, and we're just going in to do floaters, it can be difficult, if it turns into a detachment. Always, always, always depress at the end of your cases, especially these vitreous floater cases. These patients have had PVDs. You'll be surprised how often you'll find something. And they're certainly not the patient you want to have a postoperative detachment with. And then why I love 25 gauge surgery, the ease of closure, the speed of surgery with these high-speed cutters. Really beautiful looking surface of the eye, conjunctiva afterwards. Thanks so much for watching. And that's basically it. So now I've recorded my audio in on this. So last bit here is to go to the export. So when we'll go to export, it's the last page here, okay, the one, or the last tab, the one with the rocket, the deliver. And we'll go here and we'll call it Basics of Vitreous Floater Surgery, and we'll call it 3D because this is going to be the 3D file. I like to go H.265, and I'll do the multi-pass encode. QuickTime format, H.265, multi-pass encode. And now we'll add this to the render queue. This will give you your name of your surgery, and I'll go ahead and double click this and say, let's Apple see that copies it. We'll save it here, and let's render it. And I have a great MacBook Pro that allows me to render this really, really quickly. And it's going through and doing both encodes here with the voiceover. It's a short surgery that we videoed, but still, it shows all the basics here. So now we have exported a 3D video. Remember, it's in that 3840 horizontal width. So, but I want to turn it into a 2D video, okay? So that's pretty easy. Let's go back here to our edit page and we'll go to our timeline and we're going to copy this. We're going to actually select this and we're going to say, go up here to edit and let's go to, let's see, I think it's file and, actually, since I've already exported it, I don't need to actually do that. Let's apologize. So let me go back here and take a step back. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go to timeline resolution. So I didn't duplicate timeline. I kept that same timeline. And I'm going to go here. And now I'm going to go to 1920 by 1080. Okay. So now that's taking that 3840 timeline and now it's creating black bars above and below it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. Turn off my magnetic. I'm going to select this and I'm going to go to the inspector. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to zoom in twice and I want to move this X by 960. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doubling the size of that image and then I'm moving it 960 pixels over to the side so we're just getting one image. Now that just does it for this first clip. The second clip and the others are all going to be the same, are all going to still stay in their same 3840 aspect ratio. So what we'll do here is we're going to go to Apple or Command C. We're going to copy those attributes and we're going to go here, select all the rest of these, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to do Control and we're going to paste attributes. And we want zoom and we want crop, okay? And that should, let's apply that. Oh, let me go here, hold on a second. And we're gonna go to paste attributes. We don't want crop, we want zoom. I think we want left, right. Let me check that. See if that moves it. Let's see, zoom. Okay, so let me Apple Z this. So that's out of there. So let me go here. I don't think I actually moved this. Let's go 960. Boom, there we go. So we're gonna go Apple C here. So once again, you want 960 on your X position. Go here, paste attributes, zoom and position, and let's go apply. And now all of these will have that. So it's zoom and position. So when you go to paste attributes, you want to click on the zoom and then position as far as that goes. And then that will get you your in the middle. Now we'll go back here and we can go here and we can call this vitrectomy for floaters basics, and we'll call this a 2D video. Once again, we've kept all of our same attributes. Quit time, the codec is H.265. Multi-pass encode, we'll enter this into the render queue and we'll render it. Once again, it should be a pretty quick render, even though it's a 2-pass encode. Make sure, by the way, if you look down here, the entire timeline needs to be under the render, not the in and out. Sometimes you can get trapped in this in and out circle where it's just rendering the in and out. All right, so let's go up here and let's save this. We'll call it floaters. Save that. We'll go out of this. Come back over here. Let's look at our movies. And here we have basics of floaters. Vitrectomy for vitreous floaters. And we have it, same thing, same voiceover. and in 2D for the whole thing. And that's basically how you do it in Davinci Resolve. Thanks for watching.